Oh, and here I was gonna be like, welcome back. But I forget, this is the title screen. Can it change? Come on. Well, nuts to that. I hope you're all doing well. It's another stinking hot day over here. But we're somehow surviving. Somehow. Last we were here, someone had
It was
raided
like this when I got here.
Yeah, with
Did you call the police?
No, only you.
Good. Calm down. I'll take care of this.
Yeah, so we just have to go do a little backtracking. Last we left off, we just left this room.
Had you already finished looking through these papers?
I wish.
Well, I guess you'll enjoy sorting all this again. Bingo.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a freshly signed contract.
It's a footprint. I wonder if it's similar to... Did I just walk through the chat? I did. Okay. We'll look at that in a moment.
Looks like the burglar isn't interested in bureaucracy.
And why would they be?
Not that I suspected otherwise, but it's obvious they weren't looking for money.
Did they take anything?
No, although... When you went in the hospital room to get your purse, did you get the gun as well?
Yes. Isn't it there? I put it back. I'd rather not go through that again.
That's too bad. It looks like they took it.
Yeah, not good. Right, so let's see how well I can remember. Figuring things out through this cat's mind. Alright, so... I need to remember. O'Leary is threatening Stone with ruining Moore's career. So maybe that has to do with that. Right. Right. I think it's that. No. Always plays it safe. There we go. That's it.
That cunning son of a bitch. O'Leary threatened Stone with ruining Moore's career so that he'll take a dive against Yale.
You're not done figuring stuff out, Catman. They used Moore's to manipulate Stone, forcing him to take a dive against Yale. Yes. So now we have new information. What? Okay. Vera used more to manipulate Stone to get alive, right? I think this was one of them. So he's untouchable.
Maybe O'Leary accidentally caused the death of Yale's father. So now he tries to make up for it by secretly helping advance his career?
Possibly, but he's really making money from this. That's really the only reason he's doing this. Quiet his guilty conscience. They're the same? Jim Burglar signed document with his foot. Yeah. No. I think those two are belonging to something else. Alan Moore carries a cigarette case carrying a romantic inscription. Still like each other.
It's pretty clear that Helen Moore's cigarette case was a gift from O'Leary.
Tell me what is in the garbage.
What are you doing?
Do you like sardines?
Excuse me?
Do you like sardines?
Ugh.
There's sardines. Right, I was trying to figure out the last two. We got Jimbo, right.
If she's still in love, why does she claim she hates him? What is she hiding?
That didn't give me any information. Leary caused the death of Elsa. No. One's murder had it all carefully planned out. I don't know what I was thinking about that. So anything I can think of is has something to do with his shoes. No. Oh.
No, the footprints don't match. Or if O'Leary killed Dunn, he did it without stepping in the paint, or in different shoes.
Their souls don't match, right? So maybe that's what we needed. Oh. No, it looks like we can't match up anymore. So we figured out that footprints do not match the ones in the paint. And now we have caught up. What a nice establishing shot.
Is this yours?
I think it belongs to the new cleaning lady. Mary just wasn't working out, so she left.
Clarice Freeman?
Yes. You think she did this?
Maybe. See a card. Dang. Oh. Hello? What is that? Piece of jean fabric on the stairs that led to the chimney rooftop.
Wait here, please.
Oh no. They're not still on the roof, are they? Oh no. Oh dear. She has shoes. She has a slash on her back.
Could be a knife wound. The murder was brutal. Ah, damn.
Oh, she was a mother.
I can just picture her saying, "Honey, I found a job. We're finally gonna make ends meet."
Oh, sweetheart, you're selling it. Please don't tell me you've been doing all this.
I want you to call the police, Sonia, and then go straight to a friend's house. Don't even think about going home, and definitely don't come back here.
I'm staying at a friend's house. I haven't even set foot in my father's place yet.
The fuck is with the audio sync? They're not even syncing up to English.
Good. Do you have the keys? If the murderer didn't find what he was looking for, that might be his next stop, if he hasn't been there yet.
I need to check something. The settings. Can we do it now, actually? One moment, please. Must be under gameplay. No? Need a... Just for a second. And see if that works. Maybe it read it as like a different language for some weird reason.
For once I had the keys to the place, which meant I wouldn't have to use my lockpicks or...
Did you break it? Wait, how did she lock that?
It doesn't look like anyone picked the lock.
The thing was locked. How did she leave the house? With it on. Thing knocked over. Art of boxing.
Art? I'll never understand how violence constitutes a valued form of entertainment.
Not necessarily the answer I was looking for, but okay. Jazzy. Fantasy. Little hand Fletcher. Fletcher
Look
Bell.
at that. The guy sure had good taste.
The cushion is slashed. My mistake, I thought this was Sonia's room. This is Joey Dunn's. Joe Dunn's. Yes. Baseball.
It looks like Dunn had already begun to move his things. Dunn? Thorpe? No idea. And these two, they look familiar.
There's his saxophone.
It's hard to believe that a pair of boxing fists could play something like this, although I'm sure he had the lungs for it.
Ah yes, half of the punching bear. And half of the badger baseball player.
As I glanced at the telephone, I remembered the weekly password for O'Leary's illegal gambling operation. Even though I had rejected his reward for telling him about Colbert and his wife, I had managed to make my own dirty money by ratting out the Eagle Pimp during our poker game. How much damage could a small bet do?
No.
What harm could I do? Only the invisible type.
Yeah, I'll consider that later. I don't know what the point of that was. Quiet lion.
I seem to recall Dunn being mad about the pictures, but who knows?
Really, like, when it comes to detective work, I gotta like how they start figuring out the person so well where they would say, no, he wouldn't do that. He's really into this. He wouldn't do that at all. Or if he did,
Of course.
he wouldn't have
Now
enjoyed
I
it.
see how Dunn bought the apartment he was going to share with Mary. This place has to be empty in 2 weeks for the new owners. I wonder if Sonia knows about this.
Sardines.
Sardines. It's been open for a few hours.
So someone's been here. So whoever robbed the place was just here.
Ready-made meals on airplane trays in front of the TV. Who would have thought we'd end up eating like this?
We still eat like that on the planes.
Dunn died 4 days ago, and that lettuce still looks okay.
House. So it sounds like someone's actually still coming here.
It's pretty clear that the burglar came by the house before heading to the gym, which means he probably didn't find what he was looking for in here.
So what would be his next step? Smelly gym burglar didn't find what he was looking for at this place. Don't know that. We're still looking. Kirkland. Oop. Oh.
Could this be the origin of Sonia's interest in business management?
An abacus.
One of the very few teen idols who only got better with age.
Sonia's
What's
into
this doing here?
Spino's glove in Sonia's room. Sonia's a baseball buff. Oh, this place is definitely
You still look at her every morning, so many years later, with a new love? Maybe we don't need to forget. Maybe pain just transforms into, I don't know, something. Elaine. I think that was Dunn's wife's name, according to Jake.
In this place there's a picture of a tree painted by his wife.
No matter how hard I look, I'm not getting anywhere. I need to talk with Sonia, and maybe with her uncle Tim.
That's it. Oh.
It brings back, I don't know.
Good memories?
An optimist, are we? It's like remembering the last day of summer. Scenes full of joy, picturesque landscapes, and yet the light is faint and the air is still, the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
I figured that much. I can see it in your eyes. We met in the Army. We were all professional athletes. They called us the Olympic Five.
Alright. Well. Let's start with
Was Dunn already boxing?
Yes, he was. I had already seen him fight before I even met him. He was as humble in the ring as he was in life. He'd always let his rivals take the initiative. I remember how he barely dodged the blows. If you didn't look at his feet, it seemed like he wasn't even moving. And the footwork, pure dancing. You could almost hear the music. The song would play until his opponent was exhausted. Then came the drum roll, followed by Dunn's victory by KO.
What about you?
I had just signed with the Milestones. I hadn't even played my first game, but people said I had a bright future ahead of me.
And you did. The cop at the hospital sure seemed happy to be the proud owner of a Tim Ironarm Thorpe autograph.
Who would have thought that I'd end up becoming Tim Iron Legs Thorpe?
What happened?
I fought the Nazis for 2 years, up there in the sky, over Europe. And I never set foot in a field hospital. 3 years later, I crossed the street without looking. And look at me now.
Okay, so tell me about
Who's
this
the guy on the left?
Ah, Viktor Sukovsky, the athlete. You've probably heard of his medals.
No, I have not.
Hey, isn't that Craig Spano? The guy on the Morley's billboards?
Yes, indeed. Our captain. He was the oldest, after all, and star of the New York Warriors. He was an orphan, you know. But he loved the sport so much that he said baseball was his family.
Who's the guy on the right?
Angus Mitchell, our combat medic, and a doctor with the New York Warriors, which is how he met Spanow. It was Spanow who got him assigned to our platoon.
What happened to all of them?
Zhukovsky died the same day they injured Dunn. Dunn received an honorable discharge and came home. He quit boxing and opened his gym. Mitchell was redeployed to a field hospital. Spano and I continued in the same unit, but nothing was ever the same. You see what I meant with the last day of summer. And after the war, well, who the hell cares?
I do. What happened to Spano?
Well, you've seen the billboards. He made it big time. When I was forced to retire, I got him some advertising deals. That's how I founded this agency. But then, something happened to him. He became sullen. He fell out of shape, and slowly but surely lost touch with reality. He withdrew from public life and broke off our friendship. Haven't heard from him in, 3 years? And believe me, I've tried to contact him.
What happened to Mitchell after the war?
Mitchell? Who knows? We lost touch. I hope he's doing well.
I think I saw Mitchell not too long ago, but I can't remember where.
Seriously? Please try to remember. I'd love to hear from him again.
I'll do my best. You think Spano might have been involved in Dunn's death?
Spano? No way. He and Dunn were always... Well, Spano's changed so much that it's hard to say. Allow me to double your wage. You have to find the murderer. Maybe Dunn stayed in touch with Mitchell or Spano. Maybe even with both. But he never told me anything. Maybe Sonia knows.
I doubt it. But that's not the only question I've got for her. May I?
Is with this focusing, it makes no sense. Usually you focus in on something to put emphasis on it. This is focused in on nothing. Is this not relevant? Is that what it's trying to say? I think it's just buggy.
Yes?
Sonia?
No, she's not here. Who's calling?
Where is she? Was your father still in...
Have you ever wished you'd never been born?
What? Yeah, sometimes.
Then we're both in the same boat. The first time was right after moving to New York. I hated my mother. She was the reason we moved from the countryside and the smell of freshly mowed grass to this dirty city and the smell of medicine. Her medicine. The second time was after she died. I hated myself for having hated her before, for not having loved her enough. The third time was when my father shut himself off. I hated him for that, for abandoning me, for giving in to the booze. Now he's dead, so take a guess.
You've realized just how much you really loved him.
I guess so. But that's not the worst of it. The problem is I don't know how to live without hating him. Over the last few years, everything I've done was meant to push my father far away. To avoid being like him. To avoid making his same mistakes. Without him, I just don't know who I am.
You're the one that succeeded.
And you won't even let me hate Bobby, which might actually help me.
The more you hate, the worse you feel.
You think I don't know that? I need someone to blame. Without that someone, I have only myself to hate.
You'll get over it.
What if I don't find the person who did this?
We'll have to wait and see. But I believe you will. You've already come so far. I'm sorry I haven't been a little more grateful.
In any case, you shouldn't hate yourself. You are... No, you have such good qualities.
All the same. Fine. Smart and kind.
You're as smart as you are kind.
That's what my father used to say. Why would you think that?
You try too hard to hide the latter. But I'm a detective.
Anyway, can we just drop the subject? Did you go to my father's apartment?
Yes, the thief went there before coming to the gym, which leads me to believe he didn't find what he was looking for.
And what was he looking for?
That's what I intend to find out, with your help.
Alright, so... He had great taste in music.
Your dad had great taste in music.
You think? Let me guess. The same taste you have, right?
Exactly.
You don't know how happy that makes me.
I'm only noticing that she was crying before. Okay. War picture.
I found a picture taken during the war.
The Olympic Five.
Did you meet any of them, besides your father and uncle?
Well, Uncle Tim actually isn't my uncle.
No?
He and my father loved each other like brothers. Did he tell you that he saved his life?
Your father saved Thorpe?
They were flying over Brittany in a 3-unit fighter plane. Zukovsky was the pilot, my father was the co-pilot, and my uncle manned the machine gun. Suddenly, enemy fire killed Zukovsky and injured my father, which is why he never boxed again. My uncle jumped out of the gun turret, ran to the cockpit, and managed to pilot the plane to safety. Oh, the times my father told me that story. And now...
You still have your uncle.
Yes, I guess you're right. Maybe he can also save me.
Maybe you can hate him. I'm sorry, that was mean. Hi, Kincaid. Yeah, we're playing the detective game.
Did you ever meet Spano? What can you tell me about him?
I think I saw him once, but I was just a little girl. I think my uncle turned him into a star. That was a long time ago.
I found a baseball glove with Spano's autograph in your room.
Oh, I've never seen it. My father must have put it there, although I don't remember him having a signed glove.
Did you ever meet Mitchell, the doctor?
Mitchell? The lizard? No, never. Why?
Oh, nothing. I think I've seen him somewhere. I saw your old room.
That's embarrassing. Stop, or I'll end up hating you.
Did the
Abacus
abacus inspire you to dabble in finances?
The most useful gift anybody has ever given me.
I'm gonna guess Tim.
A gift from your Uncle Tim?
Thought
He
so.
used to say that in this day and age, a woman should know how to count. My father didn't agree, but he didn't oppose it either. People thought he was a liberal because of his attitude towards racial issues. But at home, things were different.
It's odd that there are practically no toys or memories of your childhood in the room, except for a small music box.
That box? It might just be my last happy memory. It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. loved reading stories about pirates. So my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time.
Aww.
It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing. X marks the spot, so I dug to find my treasure. I loved the music it played, the ballerina and the little secret compartment. Oh, the secrets I kept in there.
Secret
I think it's the
compartment.
first time I heard you call your father Daddy.
Really?
How's my day going? It's going pretty good. And Frank Apollo.
I'm also a fan of Frank Papalia.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
the poster. I only liked him because my father thought he was too modern. But I'm glad we agree. I thought you shared my father's taste in music.
Are you cold?
Are you cold?
A little. Maybe I should go.
Oh, no. Heather.
Wait, I still have a couple of questions for you.
I think that's about it. Oh.
Your father sold his apartment. The new owners move in 2 weeks.
What?
I'm sorry. I think he used the money to buy a new place with Mary Purnell. You'll have to talk to her sooner or later.
Yes. I guess I owe it to my father in spite of it all.
And that's about it.
Well, I think you've already answered all my questions.
It's about time. I thought you were waiting for me to freeze out here. Anyway. Thanks for the company.
Didn't even move.
Sonia, thank you.
Aren't you coming?
She barely moved her lips.
I knew I was looking at a solution, but what exactly needed solving?
Oh, a forced one. Okay. Same spot.
Maybe Dunn used the same hiding place once more.
Oh, fuck, it's him.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the pictures. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
That's not fair. Come on. What a swing! Hit him from the back. Oh, damn.
It's not the lack of credibility in the screenplay that bothers me. Plus, it's actually pretty handy. When a crook talks to you in the middle of a fight, you know you're up against a rookie.
Oh! Yeah, oh no,
And if
don't
he doesn't
kill,
even
don't kill him.
say, "Help me, please,"
No, come on. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Oh, no. I made that. You love the voices? I do, too. The voice actor for Blacksad is... I forget what his name is, but I recognize him.
What did they say?
He's a guy from,
nothing serious. I lost another of my 9
that
lives.
Detroit game.
Oh, this hurts.
Got many left?
I'm in the red. He hasn't woken up yet?
Nope. We're gonna be here a while. Vulpine, 7 letters.
Volpine. I don't know.
Scheming?
You think that's the same thing? I don't know. Sounds a bit off to me.
Anteater snout reeks of sardine. It was him. He's the one. He's the murderer. Anteater has a tear in his pants. Anteater wears relatively small shoes.
Wait, I know. Vulpine, 7 letters. Cunning.
Ah, that makes sense.
What are you looking for?
Nothing. Will he live?
He'll live.
So what have you found out?
Randall Lee. Apparently in love with our penitentiary system, judging by the frequency of his visits. Theft, assault, extortion. Minor things of the sort.
Any partners?
Always works alone. He's never ratted out his employers, provided they exist. Did you
No, he
find
has
anything?
a partner.
Is this our man?
It's a
Do you
horseman.
have proof?
I want to say Bojack. I wonder if that has anything to do with... Oh, yeah. That. Right.
Looks like we know who tore his pants following Clarice Freeman up to the rooftop.
He has a knife that would explain how the slash was found on her. So he is the murderer.
His pants have a tear in them. I found a piece of that same fabric at the gym, on the stairs that lead to the rooftop where we found the second body.
Makes sense, but how many pairs of ripped pants are walking around New York City? I don't call that evidence.
It's something though. It reeked of sardines. Where is it? Oh, come on. Yeah, the option I'm looking for isn't here. It gets paired up with something else. What? No. Anteater wears relatively small shoes. The gym burglar signed a document with his foot. No. Leary Souls won't match. Ariel. No. I don't know what they can be paired up with. Oh, right. Yeah, there we go.
The guy who broke into the gym in Dunn's place has a thing for sardines. Did you smell his breath?
Right, because there's only one sardine fanatic on this side of the Hudson. I need something more.
Right. But we got two leads that lead to that it's him. Anteater broke into the gym in Dunn's place. No. Maybe I need to do those two before I do that one. No. During the war, Dunn and his pals were known as the 5. Relevant. Delirious what? Delirious, no. So it's this one. Or this one. Really?
I saw footprints from those very same shoes next to both the Jim murders.
Unless you're telling me that shoe is a limited edition, I'm gonna need something else.
The chances of it being the same size and the same brand, you're really trying to split hairs here, and you can't get more descriptive than that. 2 thugs tried to scare me into leaving the case. One of them was trigger happy. And the anteater broke into the gym's place. Gun's missing.
One of the thugs that attacked me the other night had a snout just like his.
I'm sorry, but you can't incriminate someone based solely on species. What else you got?
What more do you need? I've given you 4 pieces of evidence.
None of which are conclusive.
He tried to throw me off the rooftop.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. He's our man.
He's not our man.
Make up your mind.
He's just a puppet. Someone is pulling his strings.
Could it be Yale?
Bobby Yale, I still think he's innocent. I don't
No,
think so.
I'm still certain. He's innocent. By the way, was he discharged? His room is empty.
They let him out yesterday. He's in police custody now. You can tell he's an athlete. Made quite the comeback. Anyone else would have taken 10 times as long. Anyway, he better be fine. You know they've ordered me to escort him to Madison Square Garden on the day of the fight.
That's the first I hear of it.
Oh, you're awake.
Quick, what do you want? Good cop or bad cop?
I'll go good cop.
I'm a good guy.
I'm a good cat, and he's a bad dog.
Good thing someone took out the trash.
No wonder you were saved by garbage, you piece of trash. But you're gonna wish it hadn't.
Go to hell, you dog. Don't pay any attention to Flatfeet, Mr. Lee. Yeah, you're in a tight spot, but there's always a way out. We have proof that you killed Joe Dunn and Clarice Freeman. I'll call your bluff. You ain't got nothing.
Are you acquainted with our usual witness program? For a modest sum, they'll say they saw your sorry snout when and where we tell them to.
We're no strangers to false evidence. We could arrest your sorry ass for more crimes than you've committed.
Wrong one.
Although it is odd that my partner won't offer you a deal in exchange for telling us who hired you.
What can you offer me?
Testify that you helped me on the rooftop.
We could significantly reduce your sentence. I could testify that you helped me on the rooftop. You're pathetic. Is that why you never got in the police force, Blacksad? Did you fail the good cop, bad cop test? I won't say a word. And believe me, you stand to lose. Care for a piece of advice? If I were you, I'd fear for my life. I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Watch out!
I pressed down. I pressed down. I don't know.
I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Watch out!
Okay. Where is it? There he is. Why did you shoot at him? Why did you shoot? You don't know that was the sniper.
Luckily, Smirnov's wound wasn't as bad as Randall's. Unfortunately, the police found nothing on the nearby rooftops. Our best shot at finding the killer was gone, so I went back to my previous lead.
That's how you cure a gunshot to the arm. A cigarette. Who's collected allow new deductions.
It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates, so my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing.
Hey. Hey. And here I thought we would have to go back to an old place and actually dig underneath a tree. It wasn't that serious.
Hello, Smirnoff residence.
You're
Blacksad
dead.
here.
No, I got you with my lasso.
Can you quiet down, kids?
Dunn got killed for stirring the hornet's nest.
And you confessed your crime.
Kids, please.
He'd been investigating athletes for months, including Helen Moore and Al Stone, among others. Dunn's notes aren't all that clear, and I'm not sure what he was after. But I'd say we're facing a widespread corruption case.
Well, if you're right, that could be some dangerous evidence. Bring it here ASAP.
Sure, but there's something important that I need to finish first.
This jigsaw puzzle I found in the lounge room. It needs to be done. If I solve it, I'll find out who the murderer is.
I wanted to follow a certain lead on my own before Smirnov had the chance to see anything. According to his notebook, Dunn had seen Craig Spano at Sam's Diner just 4 days before his death.
Okay.
Get out of here, pussy!
I have some questions for you.
Oh, well, maybe I don't have answers for a pussy.
It might have been easier to slap the information out of him, but I decided to trust in a universal truth. Everyone is guilty of something. You don't know who I am, right?
Don't know and don't care. Come on, spit it out.
I'm gonna go with consumer.
I'm John H. Blackmore from the Consumer Protection Office.
Oh, yeah, right. There are some real freaks around here, so I have to be firm, you know? Have you eaten? Dinner's on the house.
After you answer my questions.
Sure, go ahead. Your call. Always at your disposal, Inspector. Ask away.
What a
Theo turned
change
him
of
soft
attitude.
and made him talk. Sure enough, Dunn had been there a few days back with a chimpanzee who matched Spano's description. Apparently, the guy still lived with his father. Dunn said he couldn't stay there a day more. For the time being, he would move into his place.
Wait a minute here. What does consumer protection have to do with that chimp?
He died. He's a colleague.
We worked together at the Consumer Protection Office. He came in pretending to be a client, and you insulted him,
Me? Whoa, I barely even talked to him.
which is
Right.
even worse.
Oh, just doing a feline. Canine little cat dog. Cat dog.
Dunn had
Cat
taken Spano to
dog.
his place. I
Alone
wanted to
in the world
believe
of a
that
little cat dog.
when Randall Lee broke into the apartment, Spano fled to his former address. But where could that be?
It still blows my mind that dog is SpongeBob. Still blows my mind, man. Before Dunn found him, Spano was living with his father. Okay. Hey there, Mr. Wolf. I've completely forgotten what this guy was just talking about, but apparently we can figure shit out. Anteater killed Joe Dunn and Maurice Freeman. Yeah. No. Right, no. Greg Spano was an orphan who thought baseball was his only family. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Who's his dad then? Is that... no. Biography of Harry Bradwick, father of baseball at Dunn's apartment. During the war, Dunn and his pals were known as the 11th. No. He's an orphan. No. Something's not adding up here. Gary doesn't have anything to do with that. Is it this? What?
I gotcha.
I like how his coat's clipping through the car.
If the living have rich and poor neighborhoods, so do the dead.
Face of disgust he gives you when
In
you
the
get it
mid-19th
wrong. Oh
century,
man, I'm so
Greenwood
used to it
became
by
the
now. I'm
resting
just
place
like,
for the
yeah, get
city's most
over it.
distinguished citizens. Thinkers, scientists, writers, inventors, artists, businessmen, politicians, police officers, thieves, pimps, and murderers. Here lie the bodies of the soulless minds that raised New York from the ground up. Now you know where to go to become somebody in the Big Apple.
Those who just came here, how are you doing? And you too, Kincaid. I don't know if I asked you that. I didn't. I'm sorry about that. I want to know who John is. Oh. This is, Jenny Boots.
According to the book I found at Dunn's place, fans of the sport leave baseballs on Bradwick's tomb to pay their respects.
Memoriam Harry Bradwick, father of baseball. Any boots? Okay.
The four
Aww.
bases guarding their father.
Aww. That's sweet. And it's obvious we have to go to the one right at the back right there. But we're not going there. I'd rather look at this Kung Pao chicken box.
Still hot.
Someone was here recently.
I've never trusted angels. When they fall, the world falls with them.
Now you're hungry. I know this? What do you mean I knew this? Did I get the answer right? And if I didn't, what was the answer? Angels turn into demons when they fall. So they do. I need to come clean, Luffy. I never really did read the Bible. I'm not much of a reader. I'm sorry. Only thing I know about the Bible is that they released it on Steam not too long ago. I only read about half. Damn, that's a lot. John, your name is Yesterday? John Yesterday. What? Did you just... Can I get the Bible on Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation? It cross-compatible? Oh, not yet. It's not cross-compatible yet. Can I just not do this yet? I noticed there's a thing on one of the, Yeah, okay, never mind. Hello, Monkey Man! I see you! You're just gonna wait. I've been waiting since BC for this. They apparently did an update that brought out a specific kind of the Bible. It's about King James or something, or that version of it, and it didn't have that before, and people were actually leaving really bad reviews because they didn't have it on Steam. Okay.
Joe Dunn met with someone at the diner, close to his gym. Then he took that person to his house, so that he didn't have to live at the cemetery. I would have never guessed the person's identity.
I don't know either, Fluffy, but apparently people were complaining about that not having that version, and then they were like, "Oh, okay, we'll put that version in." It's pretty much a Renpy game, if you know what that is. Let's see.
I found a baseball glove at Joe Dunn's place. A glove signed by a great star. I couldn't believe my luck.
You can't wait to read the reviews. They are hilarious. And what's great is some of them are very serious. They might have done that. It's also narrated by someone too.
I've always been a New York Warriors fan, although to be honest, they're not what they used to be. Yep, they just haven't been the same without Craig Spano.
Finally, you finally came down. Yeah, we know, we know. Use your words. Use your words, Craig.
Marley's are the absolute worst.
Cigarettes are all the fucking same. Ew.
Who are you?
John Blacksad.
I'm John Blacksad, private investigator.
How's Joe?
One question at a time. It's my turn.
Your turn.
Why are you hiding here?
Why are you hiding here?
Because I fear for my life. Because this is the only place where I feel safe. Because Joe took me to his home. But they went looking for me there too.
What did he want from you? And who wants to kill you?
One question at a time.
Yeah, holy crap.
How's Joe?
What would happen if I told him the truth? Would he lose it? Could I take that chance?
I think you need to be honest with him.
Joe Dunn is dead. Murdered.
I told you, Joe. How did it happen?
One question at a
One
time.
question at a time. My turn.
Cool it, Fluffy. Calm down. No, I've already answered that. Asked that.
What was your glove doing at Dunn's place?
Because he offered me his home and then vanished because I waited for him for 2 days and then he came to get me. Why didn't that play out?
Because that's how it happened. I forgot the damn glove when I fled the house, running from the guy who came after me. A guy hired by the man who ruined my life. And so many others. A guy hired by the very same man that Joe is hiding from. Our old friend, the surgeon.
Surgeon? Surgeon? No. Okay. You want to see that disappointment face? It will. Good news, you're going to see it a lot. because I barely think. Spanno blames everything on the surgeon, an old friend in common. Mitchell, one of the Olympic fire, tried to pass off as Yale's doctor. There you go. What,
Is
you don't
Mitchell
like
a
seeing the happy
surgeon?
face?
Is he the person behind all of this? That surgeon you mentioned.
You need that as a
is he-
profile picture?
My
I
turn.
can do that for you.
I want to know why I should trust you.
Because I take my job very seriously. It's my turn. That surgeon that you mentioned, is he in this photo I got here? Ow! Hey! Hey,
did-
that toss was...
And he's gone.
Both my ear and my self-esteem would hurt for days. But at least I had a new lead to follow. The surgeon. The bastard had avoided my scrutiny by passing as a hospital doctor. But now, all of my senses were on guard. No matter how good the disguise, or how well he hid, I would find him.
Should have taken a banana with you. That's specious. Don't be specious. Which is also a thing in this game. There's speciesism, racism, sexism.
So, what you're saying is, one, there's a corruption scandal involving all kinds of athletes. Two, our puppet master is a surgeon named Mitchell, a man who happened to fight in the war with Dunn, right?
Right. Maybe it's a
Maybe.
false lead.
But it could be no more than a false lead.
Anyway,
Keep it in mind.
where was I? Number 3, right? 3, since Dunn was on his trail, Mitchell, or whomever, hired an anteater to get rid of him. Then, since you were also shaking the wasp's nest, he went after you. But the anteater made a mistake, and Mitchell, or whomever, killed him to cover his own tracks. And, wait, 4. The key to all this lies with a common friend of Dunn's and Mitchell's, Craig Spennow. Do you really trust him?
He's hiding
I
something.
have the feeling there's something Craig didn't tell me. I don't know what exactly, but I'll find out.
4. No, I mean, 5. Dunn was murdered 4 days after taking Spennow to his house. If that doesn't make him suspect, makes sense, doesn't it?
It makes sense.
Yeah, it could make sense.
Good.
Ha! Who's the detective now? Let's follow up with the suspects. You told Smirnoff you're convinced that Yale is innocent. But what about O'Leary? 6.
What about O'Leary? O'Leary personally kills anyone who threatens his family or business. Mitchell, the surgeon, could be... I think the top one has something to do with it. No. No.
O'Leary wouldn't have sent Randall to kill Dunn. He would have dragged him to his basement, given him his little speech, and then killed him himself.
True. We've seen that.
Nah. I know O'Leary, and he wouldn't have sent a hitman. He would have taken matters into his own hands.
What about
Yeah.
Cassidy? 7, right?
I don't know enough about Cassidy, that's the problem. Cassidy acts recklessly by impulse. No. Cassidy acts recklessly by impulse. No, it's carefully planned out. Not his style.
I think it's safe to rule out Cassidy as Dunn's murderer. He seems too impulsive to have planned such a twisted crime. Whoever
Yeah.
planned the whole thing knew the suicide theory would fall through, so he manipulated the clues to incriminate Yale. Cassidy is too impulsive to pull off such an intricate plan.
So, even if you have your doubts, Mitchell is the one pulling the strings.
Hmm.
And you know why? Because in novels, the murderer is always someone the detective knows from the beginning.
Well, that could be the case in British novels. You know, where everyone in the mansion where the murder took place is a suspect. But this might just be an American whodunit, where the detective doesn't even meet the culprit until the last scene.
You mean we still don't know who's pulling the strings?
I didn't say that. How did it go with Helen Moore?
I didn't get anything, even though it started out really well. I asked to interview her along with her boyfriend, Al Stone. Since I'm a big shot, they were happy to oblige.
Happy to oblige.
Perfect. Now, time for the interview. I'll go back and forth so you don't get bored. So, who goes first?
Let's start with lady.
Here's one for Helen.
How much does Champies pay you? What? Do you ever feel about box? Yeah,
Dating
okay.
a boxer can be dangerous. Aren't you afraid that those blows to the head will take a toll on his intellectual capacity?
Honey, take a look at my man and then look at yourself. You really think I'm with him because of his intellectual capacity?
Helen!
Write this down. Nothing will change my man. His smarts, manliness, and integrity are all boxing proof.
Okay,
I
now,
don't know why. I don't know why.
Here's a
Focus
question for
is
Al.
bad. Yeah.
In just 12 days, the contender will try to steal your belt. Any thoughts on your fight against Yale?
Yeah, sure.
My Al is going to kick that thug's behind. Isn't that so, honey?
Yeah, well, we'll see. No such thing as a weak rival.
Nonsense. You are and will be world champion. Next question.
Moving on,
See, let's ask both of them something.
here's one for both of you.
How did you meet?
How did you meet?
At the party organized by Des...
Al, who threw the party doesn't matter one bit. What matters is
Husband
that
O'Leary.
I saw you and you saw me. Our paths crossed and our lives were changed forever.
Now what?
So, let's ask Helena.
Okay, Helen. Can you tell us how much Champies pays you to endorse them?
Sure, honey. They pay me much more than I'd ask them for. In fact, Champies is so delightfully delicious that I'd even do it for free. Does that answer your question?
No.
Nonsense. We both know it does.
Okay, one more question. And
Al, honey, can you answer it? I've got to go say hi to a fan.
Oh,
I'll be right back, Mr. Pulitzer.
Wait. You mean she stopped smiling when that fan showed up?
yeah.
Could you describe him for me?
I'll be able to show you something as soon as I'm done developing these pictures. And actually, I thought it was odd too. So while I continued to interview Stone, I managed to take some pictures of Moore and whoever her mysterious fan was.
Who would be the mysterious fan?
All right, so where were we?
Any thoughts about think about the manager?
Your manager is Frank Cassidy, president of the Boxing Managers Association of New York. According to him, only boxers working with member managers should be allowed to compete. What do you think about that?
Cassidy is a great manager, really. No complaints there.
and the work he's putting in as president of the association is really valuable. But, I don't know, maybe in this case, Joe Dunn was right. Wait, no. Could you keep that last comment off the record? You know, on the down low.
My lips are sealed.
Why did they censor that? On the download?
Are you ever jealous about sharing your sweetheart with America?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm jealous, but I know that someone so popular and honest can draw the wrong kind of attention. There are plenty of people who would love to put an end to her career, so it's not easy.
Last question.
In just 12 days, the contender will try to steal your belt. Any thoughts on your fight against Yale?
Well, supposedly the odds are in my favor, but there's no such thing as a weak rival. And, you know, Bobby Yale might be young and going through a rough patch, but he's had an amazing streak, so I'll do my best.
Let's get that picture taken. Okay, now raise your head and your arms up like you were celebrating a victory.
Like this?
Exactly.
Yeah. Gotta get that right. And
wait,
there we go.
I accidentally moved. Stand still. I'll take another one.
Oh.
What's with me today? Don't move, please. Now we got it. Should we keep at it? I'm going to take one more, all right?
All right. Let's show me your back. Yes, turn around.
Turn around and show me those biceps from behind.
Like that?
That's it. What's up with me? Stand still. I'll take it again. I can't seem to get it right.
It's a lizard guy.
It's about time. Finally.
There we go.
We're all set.
Wait. So, are you telling me the photos are developed? Or is that what you said to Stone?
Both. Just look.
Yes, the middle one is the most...
How much do you think each bicep weighs?
A lot. But less than your tongue.
You're hilarious.
Yeah, let's look at the important ones.
Is he pulling something out of Moore's purse? Or putting it in?
I think we saw them put it in.
Look at his hand. Is he pulling something out of Moore's purse? Or putting it in?
No, actually, I'm curious.
That's a decent picture. But it doesn't tell the truth.
Huh? Of course it's the truth. I was there.
Stone isn't as strong as he looks. And Moore certainly doesn't need him to lift her up.
What is this? Why were you hiding part of a sports card behind these photos? I don't understand.
You know, I thought he'd be cocky, but he didn't seem too convinced about beating Yale.
It makes sense. O'Leary's rigged the fight. Stone has to lose.
We're gonna go straight to it. Look who it is.
Wait, that's him.
Who?
Mitchell, the surgeon.
Seriously? We got him.
Not yet.
Yes, we also need to look at that.
I've seen that matchbox before.
Focus, Blacksad. We need to figure out how to find that Mitchell guy.
We did.
Hey, pal. Did you hear what I just said? We need to keep looking at all those pictures. We need a clue that'll take us to Mitchell. Hey, see? There. Just like I was saying.
We have to figure it out. I just figured it out for you. I'm like, yeah, oh, good on you. Yeah, I totally didn't just do that just now. Is that... Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a fox? I think it's a weasel. I think it's a weasel. Regardless, his name is Weekly. I don't know if that
Brawls
means
aren't even
anything.
the worst part of my job. Sure, you may take a beating, but at least you get the chance to defend yourself. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up, your back and neck feel stiff. Your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive.
The effect on the glass.
People were finally leaving the place. The bar was about to close.
Now's
And
my
I
time
haven't
to be
seen
that
Mitchell go
asshole.
in or out.
Time to be that asshole that goes in right at the last minute and asks for a ton
I
of
had
drinks.
no choice.
It's not him.
I see you took me up on my invitation. And you're smart. You knew not to come until my anti-fur regulars had all cleared out.
I can't say no to good advice.
That's right.
Or good bourbon.
Has to still keep that act up because I'm figuring out that it's not him.
Here's looking at you, Mr. What was your name?
As far as I knew, La Iguana always stayed neutral. He played poker with Cassidy. But his joint was used as a gambling drop-off for O'Leary's operation. Did it make sense to keep faking it? Or was it too dangerous not to?
Too dangerous not to. Keep faking it.
Farnham. Howard M. Farnham II.
That's right. Howard Farnham from Ding Dong, Texas. You're natural. You're even better at pool than poker.
This here's much easier. No cheating.
You barely flinched when Cassidy decided to teach that ego a lesson.
What do you want a fella to say?
I'd done it myself. I was in my first showdown. Yeah.
Between you and me, partner, this ain't my first showdown. We all got our own lethal barber.
Damn it.
Well, nobody's perfect. Tell me, what do you really want with Cassidy? I can't say it's clear to me.
I'm looking to start a boxing managers association in Texas. I could really use Cassidy's know-how.
Don't worry about it. I was only curious. So, what about me? What do you want from me? No one comes to La Iguana just to drink and play pool.
I'm here looking for a regular of yours, Dr. Angus Mitchell.
What for?
Oh.
We fought together during the war. I just wanted to say hi.
Sure. Tell you what, I'll talk to Mitchell. Come back tomorrow night.
You don't understand. I have to talk to him, or else.
Or else what?
I don't think Cassidy would be too happy about the role this here dump plays in old Leary's gambling operation. You follow me?
Son of a bitch. All right. Give me your phone number.
That was a gamble.
and
I'm
I'll give
glad
you
he
a
took
call
that.
when Mitchell shows up.
No. You're gonna call him right now, and you're gonna give him this message.
Voice change. He's like, your voice changed.
But when
What's
you're
going
sitting
on?
in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up. Your back and neck feel stiff. Your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive. It's so bad that your thoughts spiral in a never-ending loop. Like when you're stuck in your car, on surveillance duty. The owner of La Iguana was supposed to tell Mitchell that a certain anteater was still alive, and that it was only a matter of time before he ratted him out. With a bit of luck, that would make him nervous enough to force his hand. Now all I had to do was follow him.
Why was there just a guy just standing there, doing nothing? Maybe he's had a bad day, maybe this game's just buggy. It's a gamble between the two. Who knows in the end? This place kind of reminds me of wherever Spider-Man lives, like just the whole above rail system there. I don't know if that's common around America. But it reminds me of wherever Queens, I think he's from. Reminds me of that. There's the horse. Bojack. Come on. Hell's horses. Oh, he's got a gun. Horse standing guard at the warehouse is armed. Yep. We don't want to hear what they're saying yet, but let's read it.
He went in without it. I wonder what's in it.
And last, let's hear what they're saying.
We'll be just fine, don't worry. Gil, stand guard right here.
Gil.
If the cat shows up, you know what to do.
Oh.
I'll be back in an hour.
Could I take him by surprise from over there? Although I don't know how I'd get there.
I think you could figure a way out. Or jump on him. Assassin's Creed style. Alright, let's do some deductions. So, the two thugs tried to scare me into leaving the case, but one of them was trigger happy. Or standing guard at the warehouse is armed. Trigger happy. There we go.
Of course. He's Randall Lee's partner. I should be careful. When they gave me a beating, I could see he was kinda trigger happy.
Right, so if he ever shoots at me, he won't just stop. Right, let's try and make another deduction. We'll come back to it. We'll come back. Anything down here that we can inspect? Card, maybe? Must be something over here since we can walk over here. I guess not. Screw it, let's just give it a try. Yeah, here's a gun. What about it? That's it. Hello, maybe I can use you. Oh, this is gonna get fun. Hold R2 to go forward and L2 to move backwards. Okay. I'm like the dad from Brotown. This would totally, I'd totally be doing this in real life too. Let's be. Looks so much fun. All right. Surprised that horse didn't hear him. Stay put, just for a second. Now we pounce on. Why did you growl? What? Must be something else. What if I don't do anything? Right. So he's so prone to start growling before actually trying to stop him. Looks like we have to find a weapon. Like a pipe? Oh, we jump higher! No, okay, I see. I think we just avoid confrontation. I thought those were tiny boxes, but they're just in the foreground, in the background.
I did mess up a guy's face with an extinguisher once, but this kind is too heavy for my current needs.
What on earth is this? Is this a riot shield? What was a riot shield doing on the roof? Unless this place sells, like, arms, weapons. Take his gun. Take his shoes. Take his jacket and his ponytail. What are you doing here? Oh, this is getting worse before it gets better. How exciting. Sleepy time.
What does this place have to hide?
Bill has orders to kill me. Let's try and solve it again. See, the anteater killed Joe Dunn and Clarice Freeman. O'Leary's wife is having an affair with Paul Burt. During the war, Dunn and his pals were known as the Olympic Five. Who's the guy passing for Yale's doctor? Harry's been at Yale's place recently. One of Dunn's brothers in arms tried to pass as Yale's doctor. Mitchell, the surgeon, could be the person behind the entire case. O'Leary's souls don't match the footprints at the gym. Yale's souls don't match the footprints at the gym. So it's just neither of them. Did we just not? Is this one of those? No, this must be somewhat new. Newest information done something. That's the problem. I don't know what. Because none of these, to me, sound like they go together at all. Nah, I still don't know. No, I don't want to go up. I just wanted to pull it down. No. Okay. He's Indian. Oh, my mistake. Native American. I believe in you, son. There's an attic full of Indian objects. Yeah, never mind. Jo San Martin.
It could be an Ojibwa totem pole, in which case, the top animal would be a crane.
How do you know? Is that a commonly well-known thing over where you are? Oh. Okay. I apparently learned something. Okay. Nothing changed. I still don't know. It keeps asking me to do that.
If I'm not
just gonna
mistaken,
have to look
these are incense sticks, used in cleansing rituals. A dream catcher. It's supposed to protect children during the night, trapping all evil in its spider web.
Tomahawk.
According to this, the warehouse belonged to a Canadian import company.
Okay. Anything to find over here? What is that? A phone.
Will I need help? Who would I call?
Smirnoff? Smirnoff. I shouldn't have called him. Stop. No. They will track the call.
Smirnoff.
Pier 36. Meet me in an hour.
Blacksad.
If you come in from Montgomery, it's the 6th sea-facing warehouse.
What's going on?
And bring the cavalry.
I think I might have gave Smirnoff a tip-off, more or less. I think I did that too early. So I still have no clue what's going on. Like, you want it in the vat. Maybe the other ones will open? Nothing in vat number 2. Maybe there's something in vat 3. Nope. Oh, you're awake! Morning.
Don't you even think of screaming.
I might not even talk.
Alright, let's get a look at you. Ah,
It
arrowhead.
looks like an arrowhead.
Oh, damn. There's an attic full of Indian objects. Right. And you got that. Yes.
Everything seems to prove that Gil is a Native American, and I'm almost sure that the woman in the picture is his mother.
Right.
You know who'll always believe in you? Your mother. My mother never lost her faith in me, and I gave her plenty of reasons when I was a kid. It all started with something as stupid as keeping the change when she sent me for groceries. Then I started stealing fruit from the street stands, and finally, I turned to pickpocketing. Somehow, my mother managed to keep me in school until I got into college. But I never gave her reasons to believe in me then either.
Why are you...
I made new friends. The type of friends that convince you to do things that wouldn't make a mother proud. Then Pearl Harbor happened. I got drafted and sent to Europe.
I was unruly.
I never knew how to follow orders. They sent me back home with a dishonorable discharge. But when I got back, I was treated like a pariah, a veteran outcast who never should have come back in the first place. And yet, my mother never ceased to...
Really? That
I
convinced
also
him.
fought in the war. That's where I met Mitchell.
Oh.
They used me, like many of my people. And then they just tossed us aside. The first time Mitchell offered me to do this, I told him to take a hike. I wanted to get my act together, but I ended up begging him. I don't like Mitchell. I don't like the things he makes me do. I don't like that German rat either. But what I like least of all is myself.
German rat?
I don't like what I did during the war, and I don't like what I'm doing now. Do you know what it's like to kill a friend for the sake of the mission? Huh. But my mother, she always thought I'd make amends and start anew.
Didn't really think that would have touched him. But apparently it did. Okay.
Maybe it's time I did just that. It's number 3.
Number 3. Well. Okay. Now there's 2. Surely we could figure out the new one. Right. Warehouse guard is trigger happy. Oh. We're just figuring out his backstory.
What if it was Gil who killed his partner, Randall Lee, under Mitchell's orders?
Perhaps Mitchell ordered Gil to kill Randall Lee. Oh, please, please tell me there is this new evidence that I can use. There isn't. I can't find it, so I'm not gonna deal. Come on. How do I unlock it? There we are. Yes. Turn it on without the key. And then we press the button. Oh. Monkey man, what you doing, monkey man? I'll just turn around and look at you. There's a door here.
Um. Going!
Hey,
You
it's
back!
all right. Don't be afraid, little girl.
How do you know her name's Brunhilde?
I'm a friend, okay?
Beta, no hurt!
Dieter. Dieter. German? No, I won't. Intellectually disabled.
Hey,
Beta, no hurt!
Alright. What on earth is that child doing in there? Boss, Miles Benton, hello, Lee, Bobby Yale, Alan Moore, Big Spanwo. There are names on there that I recognize. Really? Really? Now can I do it? No, there isn't. Stop messing with me. Flammable, no smoke. Right. Expand. It said Spanwo. It's
list
hard
of
to read, but
names somehow
yeah.
related to chemical agents?
Yeah, on the pill bottle. What's the names? Hilda. No. Turn around. There we go. Alright, let's run the projector. No, you don't want to do it this way? Okay.
Subject, Brunhilde Gruner. Treatment, day 1500. The patient's ability to speak continues to diminish. Now she can only pronounce the occasional word in German.
So it's right. She was speaking German.
Tissue degeneration persists. And yet, perhaps due to drastic reduction of benzylprodine dosage and an increase of anupropion, we have observed a 3% of deceleration of said degeneration. Furthermore, and perhaps this is the best finding so far, the subject exhibits a mild recovery of her speaking. It's not a lot, and yet...
I'm not pressing anything. This is skipping
you're
on its
on
own.
the right track. All hope is not lost.
Did we get anything from that? No. Nothing yet. Is there anything else we're missing? There's something on the benches here. Okay.
Subject, Craig Spano. Treatment, Day 0. The subject is a veteran baseball player who has lost speed, strength, and agility due to the regular aging process. The patient refers intense pain on the right scapula, most likely caused by an old injury.
Scapula.
The
It's
goals
the shoulder,
of our
isn't it?
medical approach are twofold. To relieve pain caused by the prior injury so that the subject can play without symptoms, and to help the patient regain the physical condition lost in the aging process, thus allowing him to perform at elite levels.
It is the shoulder. The shoulder
Treatment. Day 120. The patient no longer feels pain when using his right arm, circumstance that allows him to pitch without fear. So far, the only side effect seems to be a slight euphoria experienced 3 hours after dosage, which subsides 4 hours later, taking the patient on an emotional roller coaster of sorts with bouts of mild trembling. Treatment. Day 341. Moments of euphoria and boosted physical performance have become increasingly short, while the ensuing periods of depression and weakness have become longer, including severe tremor. Although we have met all
getting high off
therapeutic goals, we will proceed to terminate the treatment in order to avoid causing irreparable physical and mental damage to the patient.
Here. New deduction. Yeah, that was simple.
Mitchell is cashing in by selling drugs to enhance athletes' performances.
Now, will that let us solve something? Come on. There's another clue to figure out. Okay. Spino's health before after using drugs.
The worst part of Mitchell's scheme isn't that it's illegal or unethical, it's that he didn't even care about compromising the athlete's health.
Dangerous medicals. Ruins drugs have unwanted side effects on athletes. Okay. One more look. One more look. That's new. I really don't know. used a new clue. One more check on Brunhilde. See if she's okay.
Hey.
Beta, no hurt.
Okay.
Hey.
Beta, no hurt.
And it's going to look like him. Just like the fish, isn't it? Oh, this is the only way to communicate with her.
Once upon a time...
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess
Oh,
called...
that's cute.
Brunhilde.
Hi, my name is Brunhilde, and I'm very happy.
Said Brunhilde. And then Brunhilde, who had a beautiful name...
Really beautiful.
A really beautiful name, ran into someone very special.
Oh, who was it?
Let's see, it was,
A magical cat called John.
I'm a magical cat, and my name is John. Hi, John the cat. I really like magical cats. I'm Brunhilde. I'm gonna use my magical power to help
Alright,
you.
Kincaid?
Fit up a bunch of color balloons. I love balloons. What's your favorite balloon color? Wow, that's a very hard question. But John the cat, it's the easiest question in the world. Let me show you how easy it is. My favorite balloon color is...
I imagine it's pink.
pink. Whoa, Brunhilde. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Bird. Bird. John. Brunhilde. Freund. Do play. Each look.
Oh.
Okay.
Hi, Bird. Why are you wearing that mask?
Weil. Gas.
Well, maybe we should get out of here. What do you think, Bird? And what about you, Brunhilde? Don't you think that?
Hey? Don't leave her here. It's pretty dark, but north. It's kind of dark, yeah. With her, it's. I understand it's pretty dark. Yeah. I thought she might have been like a burn victim or something, but I think that's her species. Oh.
Gil? You know you're not allowed down here. You know you're not allowed. It's...
You bastard! I should kill you right here, right now!
I don't know.
You don't know? I know you're testing drugs on that girl.
Brunhilde? No, she's my daughter.
Oh my god.
She was born with a degenerative disease, a rare condition similar to the Engelmann syndrome. There are only 4 known cases like hers, and none of the patients reached the age of 5.
Oh.
But I couldn't give up. I continued to research and found something. It didn't make her better, but anyway, that same treatment used on healthy subjects seems to improve their stamina and their reflexes. It also seems to improve their pain threshold. Somehow, the Reich heard about my experiments
Oh dear.
and tried to recruit me to create super soldiers. Yes,
Oh dear.
that Reich. We're talking late 30s, Berlin.
Oh boy.
I escaped with Brunhilde and came to your country. But the American military also heard about me. I spent the entire war experimenting with drugs on soldiers. Some were highly effective, I must say. When the war was over, my experiments were discarded. I was forbidden all access to the drugs, and Brunhilde got worse. But then God sent me Angus Mitchell. We had met during the war, and he came to offer me a deal. I would make drugs for athletes, and he would sell them. With my earnings, I could pay for Brunhilde's treatment. What else do you want me to say?
What are the long-term effects of those drugs?
It depends on the patient. But they all develop an addiction, even Brunhilde. They also suffer other symptoms. Some become delirious. She's losing muscle mass by the day. Others lose their ability to focus. And some, slowly but surely, lose it all.
About those pills. What is he looking at?
Oh dear.
Don't dwell on it, Josh. You had to tell him the truth in order to protect Brunhilde. I would have done the same thing. Finish packing up your things and stop torturing yourself, okay?
Thanks, Angus. I won't be long.
Oh, honey. You like living here? Yeah, me too. But we have to go somewhere else, and it's all that bad cat's fault. Yes, sweetie.
I'm not a bad
You're
cat, I'm a
going to a
magician
new
cat.
home now.
I'm a magical
A prettier
cat.
one, and you'll be happier there. Now go with Papa, honey. Give him a kiss. Go on. Give him a kiss. Go on. I'm sorry about this, Josh, but we gave it our best, didn't we?
Huh? What?
Oh
What do
no.
you mean, Angus?
I wish it hadn't come to this.
Angus, what's wrong?
Goodbye, Josh.
Oh dear lord.
I hope you're happy, you son of a bitch. They were good people. Ah! I hope that made you feel better. I like it when you smile. You're so far from the truth. What the?
Come on. Wrong button. Press B. I like how the tire was
I hope you're
fixing
happy, you
itself.
son of a bitch. They were good people.
What if I don't hit him?
They didn't deserve this. You're so far from the truth. What the?
I'm surprised he missed. Truly.
The mask would buy me a bit of extra time. The question was, how much?
I would imagine enough. Mitchell suffocated.
Spano?
You gotta look at his shoes. Come on, mate. Come on. Come on, mate. Come on. You got this.
The mask was barely working. I needed fresh air.
Something on the ground. That must be the thing I need. It is a strong monkey. I'm gonna stop the fan with his bad arm. It's gonna spray. I'm guessing he's still taking the quote-unquote medication.
Craig Spano is back! Did you miss me? Who wants to see a home run?
Oh, he took the pills, and that's why we saw it on the ground.
Now you're gonna see. Bring it on! Let's go!
No. No, I'm not throwing the ball.
Pitch already!
Oh.
Pitch already!
Are they really trying to force me to do it?
Pitch already!
One more time.
Pitch already!
I guess they want me to do it. Oh no, it's Fox Die. It's gotten to him. He's dying. oh. Red eyes.
No, no.
Good thing I called the police. Oh no. Wait. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, yeah, still 4. Right. I was thinking for a second.
Don't torture yourself.
Horse isn't
You did
there, but
everything
there
you
he
could.
is.
Will he
That's
make
good.
it?
You'll be fine.
The doctors think so. They found him unconscious by the basement door.
What?
He's the one that did it. Gil locked him in.
Could Gil have blocked the basement door from the outside to kill Mitchell?
You think? That's a serious accusation. Are you sure, or is this just a theory of yours?
It's a theory.
It's just a theory. Let's hope we get the truth out of him.
Huh. You think Gil was involved in the previous murders?
What if it was Gil who killed his partner Randall Lee under Mitchell's orders?
It's amazing how you said that without moving your mouth.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure of that
No,
either.
I'm not sure yet. But it very well could be the case.
Should have said the first one was more than likely true.
Wait. Couldn't Mitchell be Randall Lee's murderer?
Couldn't Mitchell be Randall Lee's murderer? Mitchell used 2 shots. Why does the image show Blacksad with the gas mask? That's weird. No. I know this really isn't. No. Right. No. Alright, what's sniper? No, it couldn't have been
So
him.
he
It's a
misses
bad
with
shot.
2 shots at point-blank range, and then he hits a guy smack in the forehead from across the street? No. Mitchell is not the sniper who wiped out Randall Lee.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But we still don't know what caused Craig Spano's death.
Yes, we did. He overdosed. Yeah. Bill's killed
There's
him.
no doubt about it. Spano took drugs from the lab, and they killed him.
But if that were true, how many more athletes are in danger? And most importantly, who are they? Is Bobby Yale involved?
Yeah, that explains... That explains why Bobby Yale's...
but write down these names.
His cardiac arrest.
Xavier Chains, Helen Moore, Bill Goldman, Miles Benton, Alexander Wood, Jacob Ziegler, and yes, Bobby Yale.
Thanks. Saving lives for a change, huh? In any case, thanks for the call. I was starting to think you'd never trust the police again.
I don't trust the cops.
I don't trust the cops. I trust you.
Hey, John. Surprise. I could have given a tip to a friend, don't you think? Or is that only the case when I help you?
You know it's only when you help me.
Get that guy out of here. All right. Let's get this over with. When the war ended, Mitchell convinced Grun to use his super soldier drugs on elite athletes. Somehow, Dunn found out about Mitchell's scheme. So when Mitchell heard that Dunn was onto him, he ordered Randall Lee to kill him and frame Yale for the murder. Then, he made Randall search Dunn's house and the gym for any incriminating evidence he might have had against him. The poor cleaning lady died almost by chance. When you stuck your nose in the case, he tried to scare you by sending his thugs to give you a beating. And when that didn't work, he asked Randall Lee to finish you off on the gym rooftop. But Randall not only failed, he got captured. So Mitchell ordered Gil to put a bullet through his head, which only made Gil upset. You kept getting closer and closer to the point of discovering his headquarters. When Mitchell realized he was cornered, he burned his bridges by setting the lab on fire, along with Dr. Grun and his daughter. Gil saw the opportunity to get back at Mitchell, so he blocked the only exit so that he would also die in the fire. Did I leave any loose ends?
Just a few.
Yeah.
But don't worry about it. I'll take care of them now. So I guess thanks for everything.
If this game finishes before I figure out that last deduction, that's gonna bother me so much. I hope I figure it out. None of those shut up. None of those deductions are adding up to me.
In your classic noir films and novels, solving a case never amounts to a happy ending. The detective is always left with a sense of bitterness. A feeling that, before he took the case, the world was a better place. That he was a better person.
Come on, now speed it out!
Sometimes I just let my character get the best of me.
What do you want from me?
I told Stone what I knew. That he was going to let Yale win. That if he didn't, O'Leary would destroy Helen Moore's career. And that Moore was doomed either way. Or would be, as soon as America discovered her sweetheart was on drugs.
I don't believe you. No way. Who sent you?
Today? Nobody.
And what if I did believe you? What would that change? If I don't do this for her, how could I ever look her in the eyes? How could we stay together?
You think you'll stay together when you lose your title and they accuse her of doping?
At least I know I tried.
I know your record. Your rise to the top is clean, free of both O'Leary's and drugs. God,
good on you.
You might just be one of the only honest athletes I've met recently. Please don't let them change that.
Is it all about being professional to you?
Not professional, just... I can't say human.
Suit yourself.
Animals.
But trust me, your manager is a murderer. Get as far away from him as possible.
Hey, Blacksad. I'll think about it.
Good on you. We weren't really going to try and change his mind. But it was good that we told him the truth. And he has, like, a clear answer of what he can do.
Yale confirmed to me that Dunn found out that Mitchell was giving him meds. That was the reason they argued the evening of his death.
In fact, I was clean at the time. Hadn't used for days. I didn't want to go down that road. I wanted to follow Joe.
But he discovered everything.
He didn't believe me when I said I had nothing to do with it.
But you used again.
Only after his death. I needed to cope.
But the drugs gave you a panic attack.
Yeah. But I've been clean ever since.
Mitchell gave you the pills when he stopped by the hospital. Hence, your miraculous recovery. Are you planning on taking them before the fight?
Do it.
Don't do it, Bobby.
Someone has to save the gym. I owe it to Joe. And Sonia. And my Aunt Mary.
Your father would never have done this.
What?
I told Yale everything I knew about his father's death. I couldn't say how he took it. Just like I can't tie it to the mysterious drowning of Desmond O'Leary, who appeared dead in the Hudson River next to Pier 27 several weeks later.
Holy shit. Not all heroes wear capes. Sometimes they wear coats.
Stone and Yale hadn't taken away the bitterness I felt. I needed a friend. He was outraged that I hadn't given him the tip, but he let it go as soon as I bought him a milkshake. After the perfect storm of corruption and murder,
there's that bull again.
Only friendship could reconcile me with the world. Only that could make me believe in mankind again. Only that could cleanse my soul. Only that. And money.
Wonder how much he made from this. That was one factor of this. Like, he needed the money to do this.
In your standard noir novel, Yale and Stone would be punished for breaking the rules. There would be justice for Sonia, the victim. But this was the real world. As the detective who had cracked the case, I just had to get my paycheck and be on my way.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Blacksad. Mr. Thorpe is on his way. Care to take a seat while you wait?
Did he tell you why he was running late?
Did he tell you why he's running late?
He'll be here in a minute. Please, take a seat.
Okay. Oh, what a profession for a panda to get into. They're going extinct. Maybe not in their world. Top hires athletes for advertising campaigns.
No, that's not possible. But what if Tim Thorpe was somehow involved in Mitchell's operation?
Mr. Blacksad? Mr. Thorpe is running later than expected, but he insists on meeting you, if you don't mind.
Sure, as long as you help me fight off this boredom.
That's not in my job description, but...
Alright, what it... Sam, Merrick, Lano, Sonia. Dinner with Mayor Rogers, okay. Okay. All Thorpe's appointments have been part of his agenda. Are in his agenda.
If my hunch is right, there should be a meeting with Mitchell noted somewhere in Thorpe's agenda.
See if there's something else here that I can look at. Something on her shirt? What am I looking at? Her eyes.
If I had her markings on my skin, would I be the same person? Would my name be different?
What type of I can't remember the date of my first appointment. Yeah, how long have you worked, Tom?
How long have you worked for Tim Thorpe?
Almost 3 years. And I hope it lasts.
Likes her job.
Has anything odd happened at the agency lately?
Not on my shift. Perhaps the oddest thing I've seen is a bored detective asking a lot of questions.
Oh, you're hilarious.
Well, you see, I've got a problem. In order to figure out how much Mr. Thorpe owes me, I need to know what day I started working on the case. But I can't remember. You wouldn't have that written down, would you?
It sure wasn't on my shift. I'd remember. Let me see.
No. I imagine it's in the book. Miles Benton. Congressman Wallace. No, nothing said there. Julia Spankville Renew. Lunch with Governor Katz. Are you going to flip it over? Thank you. Okay, you want me to read that part first. Meeting with Dylan Combs. Lunch with Paul Rosenberg. Hospital. Return flight LA. Meeting with Millard Smith. Hospital. Come on, give us something. Bobby Yale. Bobby Yale. Right. Reg McNeil. Lord Hinkman. Come on, give me something. Joe Dunn, no appointment.
What? Dunn was here 2 days before he died? Why didn't Thorpe ever mention that?
I'm sorry, but your name's not on here.
The day I came, Joe Dunn had walked up the door.
Wait, I just remembered something. The day I came, Joe Dunn had just walked out the door.
Well, no. You don't have any appointments. Although, I guess I could have forgotten to write you in. Mr. Dunn, who's usually very kind, left in a flurry. He even slammed Mr. Thorpe's door.
Okay. Now I know I have to get into Thorpe's office.
And he didn't even say goodbye.
Yes, that was the day. You don't recall me because the minute I saw Dunn stomp out, I followed him. I never actually came in.
Of course. That explains it.
No doubt. So, since it looks like Mr. Thorpe won't be here soon, I think I'll go take a walk down the hall. Gotta stay in shape. Come on, Thorpe. Tell me there's a back door to your office.
Meeting room. From the lobby to the meeting room to the office. Yeah, we'll call it here then.
Should
I'll
I
just
play
make
the Smirnoff trump card again?
no, not gonna call it.
No, this is nothing but a hunch.
With that, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you all for watching. What's going on? There we go. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I might be streaming in about 2 days. Thank you again for watching. Now I hope you have a good night. See ya.